Good evening, one and all. I welcome you to the info session of 3 Day Startup. We are putting this again this year. I'm Vikram. I'm a mechanical engineering student getting my PhD degree. And yes, let's get started. 3 Day Startup is an entrepreneurial event we're putting up again. What is 3 Day Startup? 3 Day Startup is an event wherein we bring 40 entrepreneurs from different disciplines together. We give them 3 days, and the outcome is a technology startup. 40 entrepreneurs, who are these guys? We bring people from many disciplines. It's a highly interdisciplinary event. We bring in people from business, we bring in computer coders, and then we bring in mechanical engineers, basically all disciplines. What the business guys do over the weekend is they pick an idea, they do brainstorming, and then they do market validation, they engage potential customers, and then they write a preliminary business plan. The computer coders they will make a prototype by the end of the 3 days, and the whole team will pitch it to potential investors, entrepreneurs, professors, and other people for feedback, and then after that they take the company forward trying to get funding. The 3 Day Startup this year is going to be held on November 13th to 15th from 2 p.m. till Sunday midnight. How many of you have been to entrepreneurship talks before? Quite a few of you. What did you learn from these talks? One entrepreneur walks in, shares his experiences, his sleepless night, the days when he just had ramen noodles for dinner, these kind of things. But all of these are, it's just yet another entrepreneurship talk. The actual element of execution, getting out there, getting your hands dirty is missing. That's what 3 Day Startup is all about. We are all about execution, putting you out there in the real world, wherein you try to interact with people of your same, people who are passionate about business, passionate about starting a new venture, and then we try to execute and make a company out of it in 3 days. Resources. Many of us, have had ideas in the past wherein we wanted to start our own company, but for some reason, lack of resources, lack of money, lack of people who can, put together a product, lack of funding, for various reasons, we've not been able to go ahead with the presentation, and it's just been sitting in the books. This is a place where you can actually put your ideas into action. What we provide is we pick the 40 brilliant people for you, people from various disciplines who want to start something, a common vision, and we provide you office space at the Austin Technology Incubator. We provide you food, caffeine, snacks, and all the other stuff needed to start a company. It's just you guys have to put your mind to it, interact, and make the company happen. Value proposition. What's in it for you? We give you equity in the company that comes out. When you sign up for a 3 Day Startup and are interviewed and are selected, when you start work, you get equity in the companies that come out. So if the company becomes big, cashes out millions, you make money. What is the best and worst case that can happen to you by taking part in this? The best case, like I just said, you have equity, the company cashes out, they either, go become public or it gets acquired, merged. They just keep making profit and we make money. The worst case is you meet 40 like-minded people, you interact, you get to meet VCs, professors, entrepreneurs, people in the line whom you can network with, whom you can contact later on for your other ventures, and just go from there. So it looks like a win-win situation no matter how the event turns out to be. And you guys will definitely benefit out of this. The weekend would be really intensive. It'll have people, working in groups, the coders working on one side, people discussing all kinds of things, trying to make a company out of it. Let me quickly run through how the event will be during the course of the 3 days. First, the 40 people divide themselves into little groups and then they start pitching to each other, their ideas. And depending on each group, they discuss a little more about it, do a little bit of market validation, see if it's actually feasible, and the ideas which are selected in a group, you pitch to the other 40 people. And then the best ideas are voted, sometimes 3 or 4 ideas. We permit them to be worked on in parallel so that we have more than one company which comes out. What happens later is the computer guys sit in some room, some office space, and then they try to build a prototype. The business guys sit in another room, try to engage customers, figure out the best way to make money, how to monetize the whole process. Both of them interact with each other. The business guys tell them what features they want added, and the computer guys come back whether it's possible, it's not possible. And when I told that you can network with other people, It won't be like a regular class wherein you just sit in a strict group where you can't interact or do anything else. There are so many social events there, like lunch, snacks and other things wherein you just go around speaking to people, build your connections and go from there. And on top of that, we will give you media coverage. The whole thing will be documented. There will be press releases, given out. It'll be blogged, and then it'll be on Twitter. So we are trying to give you as much publicity as possible. Last year, people started looking, we got hits from Norway and other countries who are interested in the event, knowing about the progress. The organizers and sponsors. Organizers, you see, I participated in the event last year, and I'm an organizer now. And based on the different organizers' backgrounds, you can see what kind of an interdisciplinary event it is. People from various departments come in, they participate, they have a good time. Personally, for me, this was one of the best things that have happened in my entrepreneurship career, simply because before I went and took part in 3DS, I had a particular vision of things because of the business school courses I took. But when I actually went out there and saw what other people are doing and interacted with others, I found out that there's so much more than just bookish knowledge. You can teach somebody a little bit of theory, but there's a lot more you need to learn by actually doing it out there. We have a whole bunch of sponsors. Amazon Web Services give us cloud computing space, and they take care of the technology end of our sponsorship. Capital Factory is an Austin-owned incubator which helps startup companies. They have this contest every summer wherein people go pitch their ideas and whether they get selected, and then they get funded based off of it. And these guys come in and provide mentorship for us. And then there's this other VC firm in California called as Alsop Louis, who flies in a representative with a credit card to feed you guys. So our sponsors are also from various backgrounds. That shows that this event is highly interdisciplinary. And these sponsors have been with us from the beginning. We have some of the founders sitting here, Thomas. We have Joel and Steven here. These guys started it 2 years ago. And it's been going on from there. We wanted to put this event up once every year, but I2P and other entrepreneurship societies wanted us to do it every semester because it is such a useful event. Students learn so much from it. There's so much knowledge transfer that takes place. The first time this event happened, in 2008 spring, Turn to Live was the company that came out. Turn to Live is a mood, emotion-based live music search engine. So if you want to listen to fast music, you key it in there, it tells you what's happening where. These guys are catering to ACL and South by Southwest. They are up and running, they are live right now. They are in the process of speaking to investors and getting funding. And in 2009 spring, the last time this event happened, Famigo came out. Famigo is a family mobile device gaming company. It brings families together. Right now, the pain that this company addresses is families are moving apart, kids are doing something, parents are doing something. This brings the families together. This company won the Capital Factory Challenge in the summer. They were funded, and then they're coming out with the prototype, and they will hit the market in a couple of months. We wanted to have the CEOs of both these companies come and talk to you guys, but unfortunately that didn't happen. But that's about these two companies. Apart from this, a bunch of people who took part in the event last year, and the last time we put it up, went out based off of the connections they made through the computer coders, and other venture capitalists are starting another company which provides services to little retailers based off of inventory. So that company is coming out very soon. So it's not that only the companies which pitch and the ideas which come out of 3-day startup are successful. Based off of the connections you make, you can still be successful if you just, want to achieve something. And the applications are open. How many of you have already applied now? Just a bunch of hands. The applications are open. Go to 3daystartup.com, apply. If you have any questions, you can ask them right now. We are opening the floor on to questions. Or you can email us at info@3daystartup.com. I'm Vikram. You can call me or contact any of the organizers. Questions, guys? Why so quiet?